Right, welcome, guys. Disaster afoot for Joker 2. This is an abysmal opening weekend. 140 million is what it is projected. This is truly terrible, actually. Really bad. This is kind of one of those films where you go, who asked for this? No one really asked for it. Conceptually, people have not enjoyed the fact that it's going to be a musical. I don't think people really want to listen to Joaquin Phoenix wailing on some weird tunes here and there. And Lady Gaga is divisive, albeit she's now pushed in Hollywood. She's a very divisive character. She's highly political, and because of that, it's divisive. And also, people don't like her music that much. Obviously, she has a fandom for sure. But is that fandom the same fandom that liked Joker? No. Not overly sure what Todd Phillips was thinking when he hired Lady Gaga, or what he was thinking when he went the route that he's going down with this film, because you've got to cater to your audience, as well as being artistic and creative. But you made a film which appealed to a certain demographic, which made you incredibly wealthy. Make no mistake, Todd Phillips would have earned a hell of a lot of money from Joker, and that film made a hell of a lot of money, over $1 billion. So you'd think you would want to cater to that audience again, because they've proven you right, they've steered you right. But no, ladies and gentlemen, you want to spit in their face. So let's take a look. Their projections, 140 million global is what this is being thought that it's going to do. $140 million global at the box office. That's woeful. That's embarrassingly bad for a film that had quite a high budget compared to the first one. First one was made for $60 million, if I remember rightly. And then they've made this one for like 250 odd. Like, what? Why? You know what the majority of that will be going for, don't you? It'll be going to Joaquin's payday and Lady Gaga's payday. And he's not worth it. He's not worth it. So Todd Phillips' musically infused sequel, Joker Folie à Deux, opens this week. There is no hype at all for this film. There is no hype. And it opens this week and is currently not expected to emulate the business of 2019's Warner Brothers movie Joker, which ultimately wound up as the second highest grossing R-rated movie of all time at $1.07 billion, scoring 11 Oscar nominations and winning 2, including for Joaquin Phoenix as Best Actor. And this is what is so absolutely batshit crazy about this film, is the first one had such incredible success in the face of all media being against it, because there was a weird media campaign against the first film, going, there's gonna be school shooters and there's gonna be shooters at theatres, and that was the narrative that was being pushed. It was very bizarre, really weird. It was like the media desperately wanted it to happen. Very odd. But anyway, you get such high success, both financially, critically. Critics didn't absolutely love the film, but it did incredibly well with an audience, so audience acclaim, and then critic acclaim at the Oscars and things like this. And then you do the complete opposite for the next one, as if you hate the audience you had accrued for the first one. Very odd. Really odd. But Hollywood is upside down, topsy-turvy world, so who cares? As for the sequel, so far worldwide looks better than domestic at 140 million, with a now lower projected $55 to $60 million at 4,000 US theatres. With all the tricks of IMAX and PLF screens, that's horrendous. That's really bad. So the original domestic forecast was at 70 million plus when it hit 3-week tracking, but they've just revised it down again. To be hitting these kind of numbers with 4,000 theatres is, truly embarrassing, actually. That's really bad. Yeah, that's a joke. For a film that cost $250 million, that's real bad. Real bad. So the first Joker blew past its $80 million domestic projection, with the highest opening of all time at 96.2. And outstripped its $155 million worldwide forecast with $248.2 million. And these are figures unadjusted for inflation and currency swings. So, more than that now. So, it's not just that it's bad, it's that it's really bad. If you change things adjusted for inflation, this film's bombed already before it's been released. Still, with a net production cost of $190 million plus dollars, I thought it was 250, but okay, 200, whatever. you know, the Joker 2 expected business at this point isn't bad for exhibition. Yeah, it is. And not necessarily bad for the movie itself. Who doesn't want a movie that opens to 55 to 140 million at the October box office? Probably Warner Brothers. They probably want $1 billion, you moron. Unbelievable. Anyone not want this? Why so serious? Industry. Because they have Dark Knight franchise expectations business-wise for the sequel. No, they have Joker expectations for the sequel. And many need to remember it's a sequel to an R-rated Taxi Driver-like social commentary starring DC villain that just so happened to catch a wave and overperform. But you could cater to that audience again. What is wrong with media? You've actively... What is wrong with this analysis? You bunch of plebs. It's so crazy to me that mainstream media cannot look at this situation objectively and go, huh, the first one had a really cool, you know, really cool. It hit a core audience. Now this second one clearly isn't playing to that core audience that made the first one a success. Huh, that's where they've gone wrong. Why can't you just say that? It didn't just catch a wave and overperform. It found its audience. That's not controversial to say. Anyway, it says this. The question is whether fanboys are on board. No, obviously they're not. No one expected the first Joker to go wild in its opening. There was a fear at the time that there would be a Dark Knight Rises copycat shootings. Yeah, perpetuated by the media. You weirdos wanted it to happen. All those worries were dashed once the movie opened. Similar to the first Joker, Warner's world premiered this sequel at Venice, though that didn't help in regards to reviews, which stand at 62% on Rotten Tomatoes, versus the first movie's 69% with critics. This hasn't helped pre-sales, which currently indicate a lower opening than 55 million. Wow, this is going to bomb. It's going to bomb. It's going to absolutely bomb. Yeah, this is terrible. Why did you... What a weird decision. They sold it as a musical. Then they pulled back on the fact that it was a musical. They're like, oh, it's not really a musical. But it is a musical, they were saying before. What's wrong with these people? I wonder what people are saying in the comments. No one wants to see this crap. Yeah. Walk-up fans are going to be pissed when they find out it's a musical. The trailer gives zero indication, likely by design. Yep. Wow, these comments are dummies. This is the second highest grossing movie of all time for R-rated. A 15-minute standing ovation at Venice. I know it won't produce such a thing this time, but it will make near $1 billion again possible. No, it won't. This will not. I think, right? And yeah, nice spin. Movie's a freaking disaster in the making. Wow, yeah, it really is. It is absolutely... It's crazy. How do they think that this is good? This is not good. This is awful. And I genuinely predict that this film will struggle to hit $500 million. There you go. There's my hot prediction. It will struggle to make half of what the first one did. Unadjusted for inflation. Let me know what you think down below. Cheers, take care. Bye now.